What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Tyler's Diesel Stop. We got the cat sweatshirt on today. We're not working on cats. It's fine. We damn sure aren't working on Cummins. That's fine. We definitely aren't working on Noah Zuzus. We're working on 6 blows because that's what we do here. So, we finally have some parts for the race truck here. I'm going to slap these boxes because it's super important that I do that. We finally got some parts in here for the race truck, and I'm going to do a little bit of a unboxing and kind of a review on some of these things. I'm going to give you a good, honest opinion as to why I purchased these products and why I use these products on my truck. Anyway, guys, anything that I put on this channel, these are not paid promotions. I'm not getting paid to say this stuff. I'm not getting anything out of this other than showing you guys a good quality product. Not paid promotions. This is not products that I'm using and being paid to use. These are products that I choose to use, and I choose to use them because I do think that they are the best application on the market for my application, and honestly, probably for you guys' application. So we're going to unbox some of these. One of these is actually a used part that I bought for Heartbreaker, but the other 2 boxes over here are for the race truck. And I think it's something that we're actually going to really cover really well in this video because people have asked me to see this video multiple times, and I've been waiting on this to come in due to everything being on back order and COVID and all that. I haven't had a chance to actually make this video, but this folks, this is going to be the regulated return video explained in full. We're going to unbox these parts. I'm going to show you guys how they work, where they go, and what kind of quality they are. And then we're going to go over here to our trusty, dusty, dandy, handy whiteboard. And I'm going to show you guys how a regulated return works and why they do what they do to help you. Help me help you. So, nevertheless, let's jump into it. Let's get this done. Let's unbox some go fast parts. All right, y'all, so nevertheless, let's get into it with our trusty utility knife here. Man, this thing looks like it's been through some shit. All right, let's, oh, this is gonna be a little tough here. Hopefully we won't chop a finger off here. Okay, let's get this corner. We'll just slice the pressure, made that a little longer. So this is part of the XDP regulated return. In this box is going to be, I think this is about 20 foot of 1/2-inch fuel hose. Oh God, wasn't even holding the camera on it. There's going to be about 20 foot of 1/2-inch fuel hose. We've got some fittings and a Y block, and I'm going to show you what this is for. This says XDP Ford 6-liter fuel bowl delete upgrade kit. Yes, we are deleting the fuel bowl. Same thing that I've done on Heartbreaker. And of course, stickers, because who doesn't love stickers? I mean, let's be real here. It's the first thing we ask. Hey, are you sending me a sticker? Of course you are, because who doesn't like stickers? So, these are the 2 lines that come off of the back of your heads. Now, the difference in these lines and what's in the rest of the kit, I will get to in just a few minutes, but basically these are just longer. I will explain that in just a minute, but these are the push lock fittings. Hold on a second. Let me open this up. These are the push lock fittings that actually go into one end of your 1/2-inch hose here, and then the other side of this, this aluminum block here is going to line screw in just like so. Okay, and then you have a push lock fitting that goes right here on the end of this Y block. If I can get it to screw on, not mess up, just like so. Okay, and then your other line, this fitting right here, is going to screw onto this, which I will get to my diagram here in just a few minutes, and we'll explain all this in a little bit more depth so that you guys will know just what the hell I'm actually talking about here, because I'm probably going to confuse some of you guys. I apologize if I do. Definitely don't mean to. We're going to put these directions right here just to simplify things. And we will ditch that because we don't need that. Ooh. Alright. Box number 2 here. Try and open this. Oh man, you know, I should have thought this out just a little bit better. Let's see if this works. Okay. There's that end open. And da-da-da. Come down here. Oh. Work calls. Just a second. Alright, ladies and gents. We are back. I had to take a phone call for work. But, now, it's been a while since I've unboxed one of these. Oh, we already got paperwork. And stickers! More stickers and paperwork. It's been a while since I've unboxed one of these, so I don't quite remember what all is in here. If I'm not mistaken, this is the kit itself. And okay, yeah, that's the kit itself. So we just got a big box. We got a big box inside of a bigger box. Boy, oh boy, where do I open? Okay, I see it. I see it, folks. All right, there we go. Open this thing up here. Get some of this packing out of the way. Here we go. All right, we've got our air motive regulator itself, and this is the bracket that the regulator actually, you can see the 2 bolts right here. The regulator bolts to this bracket here. Now I'm going to show you something. The really cool thing about this bracket is right here on your truck. If you see behind this wire loom, this ground wire, it's right here. You just take that little 8mm bolt out, you bolt your bracket up right there, and your regulator return will hang right here. That's the super nice thing about this kit. It's very easy to get to, and it's very out of the way. Not in your way, in your face, or anything like that. Now, inside of this little box here, if I can get it open and not shuck it off on the floor, is going to be the gauge that, I don't know if you guys can see that. There you go. It's going to be the gauge that actually goes, and it says XDP. It's going to go right here on the front of your regulator so that you can actually see what your fuel pressure is when you pop the hood and have the engine running. These are the fittings. This actually plugs right into your factory return line and goes right back into your factory tank. This is so freaking nice, guys. This is one of the coolest things that I like about this kit, because if you exclude the fuel bowl delete, you get this piece, and you can use your factory fuel bowl, your factory hard lines, everything that makes it go back to the tank and do it seamlessly and not have to run a bunch of excess crap to make it work. Now, in here are your 90-degree fittings that go on the back of the head. It's all swivel stuff. Let me see if I can do this. It's all swivel stuff. It's all orb fittings, everything. Your lines off the back of the head. So technically these lines under here will go on this. You just screw this into the head, set the lock on it, position it where you got to go. These things are super nice. To be honest, I don't exactly remember where this Allen plug goes, because I've never used it when I've ordered one of these kits, because I've always ran a fuel bowl delete. So we'll put this bag out of the way as well, and we get a whole slew of lines. I'm gonna get this box out of the way and set these lines up here, see what else is in the box. we have the directions, and if I can get this to work, more stickers, because we love stickers. Ooh, this is actually one of these raised stickers. That's cool. So, again, shout out XDP. This is all of your instructions. It gives you an itemized list of everything you need, or excuse me, everything that should come in the kit to make this a true bolt-on, easy, oh, I did drop something. True bolt-on, easy kit to install. It literally has step-by-step pictures. If I can get everything right here. Step-by-step pictures. It shows you what goes where. Shows you again, that's where the regulator mounts. You can see it mounts up next to the brake booster. How you run your lines. I mean, this is one of the nicest things about this kit, because a lot of instructions have just words. And that's great if you really know what you're talking about. But this kit has step-by-step pictures, so it shows you every single thing you need to know. So now that we've kind of done a general overview of the kit, I'm going to show you the difference in the standard regulated return kit and then what you're going to get when you order the fuel bowl delete. I'm going to show you the difference in the lines. All right, so I'm back. I screwed up a little bit in the section before, and I'm gonna bring this piece back out down here so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. So when you do the fuel bowl delete and you get rid of the factory fuel bowl on the 6.0, you're gonna either have to chop that off your oil filter housing, or you can run a 6.4 oil filter housing. I personally made my own out of the factory housing. I just chopped it off, stuck it on a buffer wheel, and cleaned it up. So anyway, these two lines that you get in the fuel bowl delete kit, get rid of. You can see how they have these washers right here. Those go into the front of your heads. So one's longer than the other. The longer one from this kit will go on your passenger side head. The shorter one will go on the driver's side head. But it eliminates these two lines in the factory regulated return kit. You just get rid of these two lines, and you set them aside, and then this short line here will actually, so I can show you guys this and not tell you wrong. It took me a few minutes to figure this out because I kind of forgot. This return line fitting will screw into this line right here. So it screws in right there. This line with the return fitting comes out of the bottom of your regulator, and then these two lines where these two 90-degree fittings are, they screw into the back of the heads. These two lines right here will fit on these heads. Again, your longer line goes from your passenger head, your shorter line goes from your driver's side head. They'll run up to the regulator, and that completes the return system for the regulated return. Now, the only issue that I have with this entire kit, and it's not even an issue, but if you run the regulated return with the fuel bowl delete right here, if your truck runs out of fuel, it is a pain in the butt to get the air out of the system and completely reprime the system. Reason I say that, this line right here that comes out of the bottom of the regulator and runs into the factory return line with that fitting on the end, if you run your truck out of fuel, you have to disconnect this fitting, and I found the easiest way to do this is to unscrew the line here and break these two apart. Turn your fuel pump on, which Heartbreaker's fuel pump is on a switch, so I turn the fuel pump on, and immediately, I mean, it's like almost immediately, guys. I've got a 220 gallon an hour fast. So when it comes out of that regulator, it comes through this line and out here like that. It's almost instant. But that's the only way to get air out of the system. Now, there's really no other way to do that. And the only reason I say it's a pain in the butt compared to retaining your factory fuel bowl, the factory fuel bowl, you can pop the lid on it or unscrew the top, and turn your fuel pump on with either your switch or your key, however your lift pump turns on, and you can bleed it that way and get the air out of it. But with this fuel bowl delete kit, you have to break the return line loose right here. Now again, like I said, the nice thing about this kit, when this comes out of your regulated return, or I keep saying regulated return, when this comes out of your regulator and runs through this line and comes down here to this factory return fitting, you get to retain your factory return line. So it runs back in through the top of the tank, and you don't have to run any other kind of lines. This kit is super, super simple, and I would not recommend any other regulated return kit. It's nice because it uses 90-degree fittings here on the back of the heads, and same thing on the front of the heads. No matter whether you use retain your factory fuel bowl, or if you do the fuel bowl delete kit, you have 90-degree fittings all the way around. How these regulated return kits work, and this, like I said, this is how Heartbreaker and the race truck are going to be set up. But your fuel comes out of your fuel tank into a sump, which Heartbreaker has, and the race truck's going to have a fuel cell, so the sump is built in. However, some of you guys will use a draw straw and come out of the top. But either way, comes out of the fuel tank through some of that half-inch line that XDP provides, or that your lift pump supplier will provide to you. Now, I recommend a fast lift pump to everybody and anybody. It's what I run on all my trucks, and I wouldn't run anything else. I mean, their customer service is top-notch, and they're just super badass pumps. But this half-inch fuel line, XDP provides, and your lift pump supplier will provide you with some of that. So you're getting a double bonus here, guys. You're getting new fuel line. So the fuel's going to come out of your fuel tank into your lift pump, through your lift pump, come up here to this Y block that XDP provides in the regulated return kit. Now from that Y block, it goes up here to your passenger head and your driver head. Now, factory fuel systems for 6 liters are deadhead designs, so it ends right here. The regulated return, what it does is it lets the fuel flow through the heads, supplying ample fuel to the back injectors, comes out of the back of the heads, comes over here to your regulator, which you adjust to 65 PSI. It comes out of your regulator through that line, and somewhere in here, we're going to draw a line through that. That is where the fitting that XDP supplies screws in to the return line from the regulator. And then all it does is connect to your factory return line, guys, and it runs straight back over here into your fuel tank. That is the reason that I picked the XDP regulated return as the best regulated return on the market. When you get into doing a regulated return, there's a couple different ways that you can do it. Like I said, you can retain a factory fuel bowl, or you can go with a fuel bowl delete. I choose to run the fuel bowl delete. The only thing that you guys need to know is that when you're running the fuel bowl delete, again, it makes it a little harder to get air out of the fuel system, because unlike the factory fuel system with the fuel bowl, you don't have that cap that you can just screw off anymore. So the only way to bleed a return style fuel system like this with no fuel bowl, you have to break the return line loose somewhere. So what I do is always wear that factory return style fitting that XDP supplies, take it loose from the fuel line coming from the bottom of your regulator. Just take it loose. Again, turn your lift pump on. It'll pump all the air out of the system, put it back together, and bam, all your air pockets and everything are gone in your fuel system. So it's a very simple way. It's just kind of a pain to get to where it's at, because it's right on the very frame rail at the bottom of the engine bay. But again, if that's the only thing I can complain about on this kit, XDP just done a hell of a job putting this kit together. Again, guys, this is not paid advertisement or anything like that. This is me telling you guys what I choose to run on my trucks. This is me telling you guys what I recommend you guys run on your trucks. Whether you do or not, that is totally up to you. I'm just speaking from firsthand experience, and I know what I like. So the last part of this video is actually a piece that I bought for Heartbreaker. It's in this box right here. And I bought this piece used. This is, and I'm going to get roasted for this so hard. Yes, it is a Mag high-tech diff cover. I bought it used, and I bought it for a reason. And I'll tell you guys what my reasoning behind this is. Sit it down here and try not to scratch my toolbox. Everybody's on this whole Banks diesel, Banks power, curved diff cover and this and that. Look, Gale Banks is a very smart gentleman, and I have absolutely nothing against what he has scientifically proven against the flat back covers. However, here's my thing. Mag High Tech has been making these covers for, God, at least a decade. How many people have actually genuinely suffered rear end or front end differential failure due to a flat back cover? I'm going to say probably next to none. You're going to have a few people that are just going to swear that their differential failure was because of a flat back cover. It's probably not. It's probably because you didn't service your shit when you were supposed to. So, that being said, guys, I picked this cover up for $100. I literally picked this cover up for $100, and you can see the paint is kind of bubbling here. I mean, it's spongy if you push on it, but that's fine because everything on Heartbreaker is powder coated, so this is going to get powder coated. The only thing that I do have to do that I've not been able to source yet, which I can get from Mag High Tech, I just haven't contacted them yet, is the socket head cap screws for the cover itself. I'm probably going to try and run to Lowe's today to grab some. I need to get another piece of Lexan because if you guys can see, I busted a piece trying to do the doors for the race truck. I got a little too eager with my drill. It cracked and it literally split clean across the window, like from one side to the other. So that really put a damper on things, which is why the other door was not finished in the last video. Aside from that, we're still moving forward with the process. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know this is a very lengthy video and a lot of it is me just talking. It's extremely cold outside. There's not a lot of heat in here. The heat that I do have is this teeny little 75,000 BTU heater that heats the shop, but it takes about a half hour or so to get there. So I haven't had a lot of ambition to want to do a lot of work in the shop. It's extremely cold and it's just uncomfortable in here. I appreciate all the views. I appreciate the likes, comments, subscriptions. I appreciate you guys reaching out to me and actually talking to me and sending me messages and sending me DMs on Instagram and all the things that you guys do. If you will, do me a favor, go down in the description. Check out southeastdieselsupply.com. You can get all your merchandise there. Drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you guys will know when I post up a new video or when I post anything on my forum page. So, thank you guys so much. I appreciate everything that you guys do for me. I'm trying my best to bring you guys some more content. I'm working as diligently as I can. Again, these were a couple parts that I've been waiting on. I still have some more things. There's an entire set of gauges coming in. I'm still waiting for my 4-link and stuff to get back from powder. There's a lot of stuff going on right now that I'm just literally waiting on parts so we can start assembly for this thing. So as soon as this stuff gets here, we're going to start assembling it and get this race truck knocked out. And hopefully we'll be doing burnouts pretty soon. So thank you guys so much. Keep your head up, your nose down.